Hey guys, how's it going? I am that socially awkward gamer you probably forgot existed, otherwise known as PattyJack, and I want to try something a bit different today. I want to start doing kind of trailer breakdowns and kind of give you general thoughts on game trailers as they come out, because I think that'd be something really interesting to do. So what I'm going to do is just do a little vlog and talk about trailers and stuff. So there's going to be a link to all the trailers that I talk about in the description, so if you haven't seen it yet, by all means, just go watch it first, pause the video, whatever. Okay, so the trailer I want to talk about today is the Battlefield 4 This Is Multiplayer trailer that came out last night. It looks really good. I mean, I was very skeptical about Battlefield 4 when it was first announced, you know. I didn't think Battlefield 3 was an amazing game. It's a great game. I've actually come to like it a lot more since the expansions came out, because they put a lot more effort into making sure the game ran correctly. And like even Premium, I've grown on since it was first announced. When it was first announced, I was like, no, this is bad. This is extremely bad. They're trying to copy Call of Duty Elite. I don't like this at all. But, you know, in essence, you're really just paying for all the expansion packs, and you're getting like a slight discount on what they would be normally. So, I mean, I might as well, if I'm gonna buy them all anyways, might as well just get Premium. Doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I still think it should be a lot less, but you know, I can't really change that, so it is what it is. Alright, so the Battlefield 4 This Is Multiplayer trailer came out yesterday, and it basically highlighted all of the new features for Battlefield 4 they're supposed to like entice the people to buy the game. And I was already planning to get it, but this pretty much sold whatever part of me was still skeptical about the game. I mean, they went over a couple of new maps. So there was a railway map, there was like a more indoors map, and that kind of like, to me, it showed like that they can actually put different styles of maps into the game, which is a bit different from Battlefield 3. I mean, you had like your kind of close quarters, choke pointy maps like Grand Bazaar or Operation Metro, and then you kind of had like Karg Island or Caspian Border, which are way more open. It seems like in Battlefield 4, they're kind of taking all the different styles of the maps from... What the fuck? So in Battlefield 4, it seems like they're taking kind of all the different styles of the maps from the map packs. So things like you'll see kind of more close quarter style maps, or more endgame maps, or more armored kill maps. It's kind of like all put into the vanilla game this time, instead of kind of trying to draw in that more linear multiplayer FPS crowd that they did in Battlefield 3 when they decided to put in things like Metro. Because in all honesty, it really was to just kind of take some of the Call of Duty fans and get them playing Battlefield, because we hadn't really seen like a big entry in the Battlefield franchise. I mean, other than the Bad Company games, but those had kind of gotten their own like niche community. They weren't really like the Battlefield community people were used to. So then they highlighted kind of the Levolution features and everything, and that looks really cool. I don't think it's going to be as gimmicky as I originally did. I originally thought it was like, oh, look at this, you can topple a skyscraper. So cool. And then, like, I don't know, the ship crashing into the beach. I mean, it all seemed kind of gimmicky, but the more stuff that they're showing is kind of like they're just putting in, like, a ton of just buttons you can press. Like, if I want to turn out the lights, I can do that. If I want to close some, like, shop bar things that these, like, close stores at night, I can do that to keep people out. Or I can bring up, like those vehicle pillars to stop cars from getting over bridges and stuff. That, I feel, will be extremely abused by your own team, by the way. I think that anyone who wants to troll is going to just continuously put those up and down and stop your team's tanks from being able to get through, and I think it's going to be fucking stupid. I think it's going to be really, really bad, but, I mean, maybe the community's grown. No, it hasn't. The community has not grown. Okay. So, I think the Levolution is going to be kind of cool. It's something different that we don't really see in a lot of FPSs. You can't really actually interact with the environment at all in any of them. I mean, other than destruction. But, like, you can only take that so far before you actually have to, like, give people a reason not to blow everything up. Because you can actually, like, do useful things with some stuff. So, Levolution, I think, is going to be pretty neat. I think it's going to add kind of a new flavor to the game and give people just more options. I think it's going to be hard for people to figure out what to do. Seriously! That's the problem with living in an apartment. Okay, so I want to move on to actually the thing that has completely sold me now, because I've actually been thinking about trying to get into competitive mode for Battlefield 4, because I think I'm a decent player. I mean, I don't want to be like MLG, I just kind of like put a team of people who like playing the game and who are decently good at playing the game, and just play games against other people who are decently good at playing the game, and not have to deal with public lobbies. So that's something I was really considering doing, just for fun. And when in that trailer, they kind of overviewed like spectator modes and stuff, and spectator is something that was not in Battlefield at all, and that really held Battlefield 3 back from being a competitive game, because there was really no good way at least to like actually record the game at all. So just the addition of spectator mode, and the fact that they actually mentioned competitive gaming, or they said like people who want to make videos are gonna love it, and YouTubers and stuff like that, they actually mentioned all this stuff in the trailer. So obviously they do recognize the community and what the community needed. So that it really was something that was lacking in the community that I'm super excited for, because we can do like Battlefield machinimas now. So that's gonna entice so many people to buy the game now, because they're gonna be like, hey, I make YouTube content and I can like actually record like machinimas for Battlefield, because it's a really cool universe. Like there's a really cool community around it that doesn't really get a lot of that. I mean, I would say Battlefield Friends is the closest thing you get to like a really awesome Battlefield series that kind of highlights things in the game. So I'm really excited for spectator mode, because I can see myself using it all the time if I want to do competitive, or if I want to do shoutcasting, because I've got a commentating background. I could do that now. See, I would love to be a shoutcaster for Battlefield, because it would just be like completely suiting to what I know. I don't know MOBAs, so I can't shoutcast MOBAs. What would I do? I know ganking and like boots. That's the only thing I know about MOBAs. So a game like Battlefield I do know, so I can actually give like helpful insight, but I can also understand how the game works and everything, and I can just have a fun time with it and not have to worry about if I'm getting all the terms right and everything, because it's something that I inherently know already. So that's kind of what really sold me on the game. Then you've got extra things on top of that that are like commander mode, you know, and just like all the new maps looking incredible, all the vehicles, the customization is there finally, so you can actually customize what your soldier looks like, what your vehicles look like, and everything. It looks amazing. I don't know how they're gonna do the vehicle thing. Like, when you jump in a vehicle, does that like automatically change its camo? So you're just gonna see random vehicles popping into different colors all the time, and it'd be really weird if you had that like situation where like you had like one person trying to like de-repair a tank, and then someone like got out of the tank, tried to kill them, the person de-repairing gets in the tank, and so on. Like they go back and forth. That'd be really weird, because you'd see a tank that was just flipping different colors on the map for like 20 seconds, and it would just be kind of like immersion breaking. So maybe the vehicles in the game you'll actually have to spawn in. So you actually have to like spawn as a tank, and then the tank kind of like rolls into the map. That would be cool. That would be a bit more immersive as well. So you don't just have like random tanks popping out of nowhere that anyone can jump into. But I don't know how that's going to work. They'll make it work somehow, I'm sure. Okay, so that's my general thoughts on the Battlefield 4 trailer that came out. It got me super pumped up for the game. So they really accomplished what they set out to do in that regard. They got a person who's been a longtime Battlefield fan who's a bit skeptical. They were like, hey, you know what? We're sorry. And here is what Battlefield 3 should have been. I'm perfectly okay with that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, the trailer is down in the description. You can go watch it, and it's amazing. I really recommend it. So, that's it. Patty out.